Hey, what it is, what it is. Welcome to another episode of Enter the Farplane. This is Enter the Farplane, number 16. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Let me go ahead and bring it over to Clay. Go ahead and say hi, bruh.
What's going on, guys? Hope your weekends are going to go great. Seems like a good one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it is Tech Maki. And yeah, we got some stuff to talk about today. But before I even begin the episode with Clay, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to do a public service announcement about your Facebook like ad thing. All right. So if you're looking to add people into the game and you want to make sure that you're getting people from Facebook in there pretty efficiently, what you want to do is you want to go to your Facebook invite. All right. Delete a person on your list from the Facebook invite friends list, because they're always your friend on Facebook. It's just going to keep them afterwards. So all you need to do is get in there, delete them, and then it's going to cook you out to your old friend list, the actual game friends list. Go back into Facebook invite, and then wait for it to refresh, and it should show the person in there. If it doesn't do it immediately, you can always go into the options menu, Facebook logout, and then Facebook login, and then go back into the Facebook invite to make sure that they're there. Anyway, we're going to get started. Clay, what in the hell is going on this week?
This week, we still have the Final Fantasy Type 0 event going on, and that'll go on for one more week. But I see here that you've put in Double Acorn Ninja buff appearance rate. Are we seeing the Double Acorn more often now, Tech?
I think so, man, because people have been reporting they were getting like 5 to 6 Double Corns sometimes a day now, as opposed to the one every like 30,000 battles. So I've also seen it had more recently as well. So
that's pretty good. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They seem to do that a lot, though. And I mean, well, not a lot, but they did that with the Hanging Edge, where they were like, they buffed up the amount of times you would see, the metal cactuar, and they buffed up the rates on the drop rate. So it kind of sucks for people who just farmed a lot the first week, and in the second week, it's actually better to farm. So that's kind of rough. I wish they'd stop doing that. But, other than that, it's cool. I mean, the more Phantoma we can farm, the better. And it runs for until next Friday, right, Tech? Until the next...
until next Friday,
yep. Next Friday. So, yeah, there's that. So, pretty much that's the same there, besides being able to run into more Double Acorn. And then we have the Ariana Grande collab, which we didn't get a banner, but we got that.
Yeah, we did get that.
Yeah.
Since you have a strong opinion about Ariana Grande, not about Ariana Grande herself, but about Dangerous Ariana, the character.
Yeah,
yes,
Dangerous Ariana. Yeah.
So tell me what you actually think. Or actually, let's talk about her skills. Let's do that first. Let's talk about her skills. What do you think about her skills?
I think that they gave her a very unique skill set, for at least, to say at least one thing there. They gave her some cool skills. They gave her some bard skills. They gave her a little bit of a mage skills. But they're at least unique in some ways. They're useful. They're definitely useful in some places. Some of them are a little weird. Like the pre-course, for example, Tech increases the limit break gauge by 150% for 3 turns to all allies, which is cool. Now your limit bursts are going up faster. But it also increases their chances of being targeted. I don't understand that. Like, why did they do that? Like, it's weird. What do you feel about that one?
I'd like to say it was just something they thought would be pretty cool. Or maybe they were trying to edge people into making her into an invasion build. Because, I mean, if you look at her equipment, it seems like they were leaning towards that. So maybe they wanted her to be some type of dodging tank / bard thing. I don't know. I mean, the first half of that song is cool. The second half, I'm not really... I don't get that one, especially considering if you look at her stats. Her stats are fucking weak. When it comes to HP,
super weak for survivability. Yeah, her HP is super low. So
she gets killed as quickly as Shadow does, and she's a 6-star. So
she goes all the way up to 6-star, which is really weird. I guess it doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know what they were shooting for there. So I don't know. Yeah,
I think I just want to state this. I've been given a 2-week cooldown on my intern insults. So I blame the interns for this one. This one is all the interns. That one skill, all the interns.
That one skill.
That one skill is all them. They were like, "Hey, I got a great idea, guys. Let's run this. Let's see if this works." And somebody at the top was like, "We'll see how this works, interns." Somebody's going to say something. It's probably going to be that angry black dude on End of the Farplane.
He's going to say something about it, and we're going to get mad.
Yep.
While we hate Into the Farplane, they make fun of our interns.
Yep.
But yeah, you know, she also has 2 buffing skills, you know, attack 60% and magic 60%. She can only use one of them because she does have to sing them tech. So it's like Ramza, correct? Where for 3 turns, Ariana's just sitting there singing. She can't do anything else. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So you can only buff
like
one or
Ramza.
the other. She doesn't come with buffs that can buff your defense or spirits. Sadly, she does have the passive passion, which increases her resist to disease and petrify by 100%. So she's not getting hit by that, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, she's completely protected from the golem staff if you ever choose to bring her into the arena, which is suicide.
Yeah, it's suicide. She's gonna die super quick if she ever gets hit by anything. And then she has Soul Voice, which has the MP consumed for songs, because her MP cost for her songs is actually pretty high, especially the pre-chorus one at 96 MP. That's kind of insane. Let's see, what else should we talk about? She has Mesmerize, Silence and Sleep 30% to all enemies,
Silence
which
and
is pretty
Sleep.
sweet.
Yeah.
The sleep's not bad.
Would have been cooler if it was 100%, but yeah.
Hell yeah, it would be cooler if it was 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, they could have gave her, like, I just feel that they could have gave her something extremely OP and the rest been, you know, mediocre. Even if it was song-wise. You know, like, the 150% LB increase thing seems kind of OP for later on down the road, maybe. But then she's also going to get hit by everything. So I don't...
She's going to die,
you know, like,
she uses it. More than likely, she's going to be killed.
Yeah.
And
Cecil's using Provoke, and she's using Provoke, and then decides he wants to fuck her up instead, you know?
Right,
so,
right.
I don't know. I don't know. Anyway.
And then she has, you know, they stuck her with, you know, Byaga, Biora, and then Thundaga spells as her mage spells. So she doesn't really even have that many mage options to her if you were going to build her. Because she does have some nice base magic stats on her.
Yes. Which I find very odd.
Right. Like, I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah. When they did the stats up, they were like, man, bards really love magic, don't they? That's their... The interns, they don't understand how RPGs work. I think that's the problem. They and then after the fact, I think they were like, so let's give her some god level spells. 2 of them. Only 2. Yep. And only one of them we're going to use frequently.
Right.
Thundaga. Yep. That's it. Anyway. I do see some uses for her, but we'll get into that.
Yeah, well, you and I can debate that when we get down there.
Yeah, pretty much. So, equipment. What do you think about the equipment they gave her?
Well, I think her equipment is like her best thing about her, dude. It's very, very strong. The sad part is you can only equip it to her, but they did bring us the microphone, this is when they changed the tooltip for dual wield. The dual wield used to state like can only equip, you know, these weapons. Then you can't equip guns, harps, and then bows. Like you can't dual wield bows, guns, and harps. Then they got rid of guns. Then they got rid of harps and bows altogether and just said you can dual wield 2 one-handed weapons, and the microphone being a one-handed harp, now you can dual wield both of those, which is really weird. And I don't like that. I understand in a game tooltips need to change, but it's just very confusing what they've been doing lately with this kind of stuff, because like a player coming in, I mean, it was a big debacle. Like we didn't know, can you dual wield microphones? We don't know. No, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to be able to dual wield harps. And then on top of that, let's talk about Ace, which happened last week, where one of his magic abilities could be dual wield cast twice, right? Like so normally dual wield only applies to physical damage abilities. That's how we all knew it was happening. And then Ace comes in with the global exclusive ability that can hit twice with dual wield. So it's like you're confusing us. Like your tooltips aren't good enough, and you just need to step your game up when it comes to that, in my opinion. And the
This isn't the first time either, though. This isn't even the first time, because like, this one is I think a lot of people were confused when I put this title up for one of my streams. You know, Gumi makes streamers into liars, but they do. Like, there was just one instance where I think it was Noctis. Noctis came out, and they had an error in either the tooltip or in what the stats actually did. And I think it was his Thunder Flask, which does magic and spirit, right?
Yes.
It's magic spirit down. And in the tooltip, it said, I think, like, magic and defense.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
totally
essentially, everybody who made a freaking video was wrong after that, because they went in, they ninja fixed the shit. They were like, oh, yeah, let's just make this a spirit now. Bitches, what? Man. I'm not re-recording this shit, you know, like...
Yeah, I'm not redoing a whole video.
What the fuck, dude?
Make up for your tooltip mistake. I understand what you're saying. It's and then on top of that, we even have one before that where they said that the Duplicorn was giving you 3,000 Phantoma when he was only giving you 1,000. And I know these parts are like, people are like, yeah, these are little mistakes, but when you take a game as seriously as we do, and most of their player base does, in a Final Fantasy game, a lot of people take Final Fantasy games seriously, min-maxing, things like that. It's very important. And, you know, they just got to be careful, maybe just set their game up with the tooltips and translations a little bit better.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is, right? Fucking, so yeah, the equipment. Pretty cool equipment, I think, overall. The microphone is a nice addition to the instruments thing, though maybe they should change the icon from harps to something else. I don't know, just maybe. But I thought that was kind of cool, even though I don't understand why everybody's determined to get these dual microphones, unless they just wanted her to like double fist in these things, you know, like just let's go.
Yeah,
I mean, I think a rod will be sufficient. We have Lilith Rod. If you're truly determined to make this woman, this character, into a dual wielding, dual casting Thundaga beast, or Alterna if you have Lucius, you know, the Ring of the Lucii.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like stick an Omni Rod on her, or I don't know, the Lilith or Wizard Rod or something?
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't you do one of those as opposed to
the microphone gives you is silence 100%? And
I mean, well, you already have that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you would run one, not two.
You would run one, right? Yeah, you would run one, not two, and then you would use her Trust Mastery, Symphonic. Was it Symphonic Flare?
Yeah, Symphonic Flare. Yep.
Attack and magic by 40% when equipped with the harp, so you would be using the mic for that. But yeah, two is I don't know. Maybe they just want to use two microphones on her and use their Tillith Rod or other higher rods on other mages.
On X-Death's the useful one. Yeah. All right. Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Interesting. So let's get to the meat and potatoes of this thing. Her uses, man. How are we going to use her? Like, who's using her?
People who are using her are people who are just starting the game now, in my opinion. People who are using her are people that have started the game within the last couple weeks to a month. Mid-tier to high-tier, mid-tier to veteran players are not using her, unless you're just being cute. If you want to talk about free-to-play units we've received, Maxwell, Rain, very useful. Maxwell, when it gets 6-star, will be very useful, much more useful than Dangerous Ariana, in my opinion. And then Rain himself is more useful. And you may say, hey, Click, Dangerous Ariana can buff up your attack by 60%. That is more than what Rain can buff up. But Rain is buffing up all of your stats, first off. Rain is not singing for 3 turns where you can't do anything else. Rain is using full break, also being able to use full break. On top of that is that 20%. So you're running Dangerous Ariana, right? And she's buffing 20% more than your other buffs normally because it's 60% compared to 40%. Is that 20% more than just running another physical damage unit like Kane, even Laswell or something like that? Like, is that 20% more? I don't think so. Even the magic 20% more isn't worth it. Like, you're running Dangerous Ariana instead of a focus unit to use magic 60%. And then she's singing the whole time, so she's not even doing damage. So is that 20% more than 3 turns of damage from a damage unit? Not in my opinion. How do you feel on attack?
I agree wholeheartedly with you on that one. I see her uses if it's a 1-turn fight and I mean, I guess you are determined to use her for some reason. I guess you could, but I think also if you're trying to slot somebody in there that can up damage, you might as well just take somebody. I mean, unless you're to the point where you can't. Okay. As I think about it, if you're to the point where you can't gear up another character to do more damage, to do amazing damage, then I guess yes, go ahead and use her. Sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, if you don't have gear and you're new, this character is balling for your account, man. You get all this, all this equipment that you can use right off the bat. Very, very strong equipment. This character's gonna have way higher stats than everybody else. She's gonna be a 6-star easily. Like, you know, you just get her up there, pop her in. You don't need 6-star materials. You need her materials, but that's from the event. But very, very good, like I said, for new players, like very new players starting out right now. Yeah. She's good,
veterans definitely need. I don't think a veteran should even fucking with her at all. Like, pick her up. You work to get her TM later on down the road. Yeah. Because I think we are getting a harp that has some amazing stats somewhere down the road. Right. We don't know when, but we are going to get a harp that has like 110 magic on it. So you could use that in conjunction with her Symphonic Flare to up your damage by 40%, because you will not be able to get to, or you will not be able to utilize Dark Bond to its maximum since you can't equip a rod.
Right.
But and that's only for characters that can only use harps or instruments. Yeah. So I mean, I think that's her biggest use is her TM. To me, getting her TM and starting characters up, starting players off on the path through Lapis. Besides that, I don't know, man. I mean, I have some interesting ideas for it, but not.
Yeah, I think it's more of just being like. I use a phrase being cute with a character or being cute with an idea. It's like, yeah, you can be cute with it. You can make up different things for it. You can be quirky. You can go in there and be like, oh, look at this. This is cool. But if we're talking about even medium tier like meta or medium tier being, you're using an average strategy, she's not really there. Like people are like, man, you're going to use that limit break gauge fill rate on people like Riku, Noctis, Cecil. So you're telling me that you're using a unit that can get up to like 3,000 to 4,000 max HP against bosses who are going to hurt like a bitch later on, stronger bosses, to fill up your limit burst gauge instead of people, these other units that are way stronger, that have way better stats at 6-star just to fill up your limit burst gauge, which entirely just isn't even, like, I know it's important, but unless it's a one-turn fight, like a trial boss, like, let's say Gilgamesh, I think you just walk in and fight Gilgamesh, things like that, it's not even useful. Because you literally just build it up as you go through the fight, or like before you fight a fight, you're in an exploration. You just build up your limit burst gauge and go in there. You don't even need it. So I don't know, man. It's and there is an evade build like you were talking about, but you can't evade magic with this invade build. So when the magic decides to go on you, you're just gonna get one shot. So I don't know, man.
I mean, like I said, I think we were talking about this offline. And I have some really interesting builds for where you can sit there and you can survive a couple magic hits.
Yep.
But the amount of TMs that you would have to invest in farming or wasting your trust moves in makes this character very not worth it. Like no shit. Some of these other TMs, like granted, if you're trying to build other characters up, there are other ones that you could put these TMs on, save for maybe the Symphonic Flare. You could put those on other characters, and they would be much better than her. At least a third more damage, potential than she has. So to me, she's just. I mean, she's a fun character. She's a fun character to get. She does have some really cool stuff. We're about to get into in the event. We were talking about the event. There's some really cool things about the collab itself. Overall, I just don't think this character was. It was definitely not worth the hype.
It's not. Yeah, it wasn't. It's not a character that people who have been playing the game for a while should be too excited about. Or I'm not going to tell you how excited you should be about character. That's not what I mean. But like, as far as like how value-wise, what does she bring to my team? Like, is she value to me? No, she's not. She's valuable to maybe some free-to-play players that are just starting out. But again, they were like, Gumi's like, here's Ariana, and by the way, 6-star Rain. And 6-star Rain, in my opinion, just beats her down. Is like, I am Rain. I am 6-star.
Yeah.
On top of that, leveling up Rain to 100. You should be doing that anyway, because they're going to be like specific storyline character trials, I've heard, that you have to use storyline characters to do. So you want your Rain up there anyway. You're getting Rain leveled up eventually anyway. Rain just brings a lot more to the team than I think than Ariana, in my opinion. That's even looking at it free to play. Like, what I would do.
And for anybody who wants to go on the whole thing, like even if you're a veteran player and you're free to play, you should have pulled better units by now. Like the game, if you've been sticking around since launch and you've been free to play the entire time, by this point you probably already have much better characters than her. So I wouldn't even think about using her in your group, really, unless it's just for shits and giggles. And who doesn't love shiggles, right? So let's talk about the event. What's going on with this thing, man?
Dude, I just started the event today.
You just started? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And it seems really grindy to me.
It is. It is, actually.
Super grindy.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, I completed them all. They're not too hard. I thought the last boss was pretty unique. Looks pretty cool. The background looked cool. I was afraid to play the song because...
The song sounds awesome.
Sounds awesome, but apparently Ariana Grande and her peeps are going around just copyright slamming people in the face. Don't use this in your videos or we'll copyright. So I just didn't even play it. I was like, I'm not. I don't
understand that at all. Like,
I don't know either.
That makes
get shit on. So.
Yeah, I understand being upset if it was like the original Touch It, but this was a song you signed. I'm assuming some type of contract to get produced for the game. How can you get mad that it gets played in the game on videos that are playing in-game music? Like that's like you're showing the end of Final Fantasy fucking 8, and then somebody gets mad at you because Eyes on Me plays. Yep. That's fucking retarded.
Yep. and they just slap
All
you.
I can
It's like,
say.
nope, black screen, copyright infringement, get the fuck out. It's like, oh, okay, but like I'm not even joking around, Tech. Like I know this kind of goes off topic, but Nintendo has been like that with a lot of.
Oh, I know. I know.
They will slap you and they will take your money for making stuff about their games, which is why they're like so in a hole right now.
This is also why Nintendo has lost my business a long time ago. I mean, there's just so many things I don't like about Nintendo, but you know what? We can do that on a different podcast.
Yeah.
You know, not an entirely different format if you want to just bitch about game companies, because I have lots to bitch about, so much to bitch about. Anyway, so yeah, we well, either way, the event has like what, five levels. 5 levels. So it's essentially the same thing as like beginner through elite, except a really, really toned down elite. Yep. And then each one has something cool you can get. You get like Ariana if you beat the first one. Yeah, to actually get the character, you have to participate in the event, and then she goes to your mailbox, which I didn't know. My chat had to tell me. So you do the event. As long as you do it once, she's just in your mailbox. You pull her out, and you can start using her. Yep. Yep. And then for the second one, you get the recipe for the microphone. So if you really want to run around in double hand, double fist, whatever, dual wield. That's the words, right? Dual wield. That's you want. It's not double fisting, right? Yeah. You want to dual wield her microphones, her little silver rods of what was it? She's spreading peace and love. Yep, was that what she's spreading? Yeah. So if you want to get her little silver rods of peace and love, you can go ahead and you can do that from the lobby. And then the corridor, you have the recipe for her accessory, her gloves of magic, the evening gloves. Yes, you can get 2 of them. Which is cool. That one is cool. I think that one's worth getting 2 of. Oh yeah, magic 15% is pretty strong. Yeah, yeah. And then you have and actually the beauty of that too, considering it's just for her, then you don't have to waste earrings on her, because I don't think it's really worth, what is it, 100 Star Quartz for an earring? Is that right? I think it's 50 per. 50? Okay, my bad. Yeah. Okay, 100 for a set. Yep. Anyway, yeah, that's really good for her. And then the next one, the waiting room, you get the recipe for her headpiece, the bunny hat, which is actually a really strong hat, I think. Yep. Then you get from the main hall, you're getting 100 lapis for completing it, plus the recipe for her sexy corset thing, and and it has the skill of evade on it too, so it's cool. Yeah, exactly. The stylish black thing, whatever. the corset, dude. It's a sexy corset. I know. Yeah, and then also, this is the coolest thing I think about the main hall is the Gigantar, the metal Gigantar that shows up. So you're getting it's guaranteed every round. Yeah, I didn't know that too. So yeah, it's guaranteed every round, which is great, which is crazy good. Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like a little better than doing the Cactuar Dunes too, because 13 energy for it, right? Yeah. Whereas Cactuar Dunes is guaranteed, you're going to be spending 15. So you're spending 15, you're getting 1 guaranteed. So yeah. I mean, that's why it's rough, because right now, like, to be able to, to be able to awaken her dangerous, and then to also make her stuff, you have to get materials from doing this event. So at the same time, it's like they give you we have too much to do right now. So it sucks, because it's like, if you haven't finished getting all your Phantoma, you need to be doing that. If you haven't finished, if you need to get Metal Gigantwars, well, here's your Cactuar Dunes. And also, by the way, Ariana's here, and you have to do her event. So there's a lot of farming you have to do. But guys, remember, this event goes for 2 weeks. So we have 1 more week of Final Fantasy Type 0, 2 weeks of this, and the Gigantor is only here for the weekend. But honestly, if you're getting 1 Metal Gigantor per 13 energy on top of farming the event, really strong, really good stuff there. Yep. I'm not disappointed really all that much. Plus, afterwards, you can, I don't know if you can sell her the items that you pick up. I hadn't actually checked on that yet. But, I mean, seriously, if you're farming up Cactars, you could sell her shit and probably make some gil too, right? You mean sell the materials? The materials, yeah. It says, it doesn't say unsellable, does it? It says musical note, gil 0. Ah, son of a bitch. I don't know. I mean, I'm not looking in the game. I'm looking on the wiki. Sad face. It says gil 0, so yeah. Well, never mind. Bubble bursted. Thanks, Clake. Sorry. Anyway, we also have a community event being ran with it too. So, after we hit certain milestones, you're going to get, which I don't know what the milestones are. I didn't see that anywhere yet. But either way, I'm going to look for that later. There's 10 Metal Gigantars you can get, plus 100k gil, which 100k is not bad. This is all very nice for brand new people. You know, if Ariana's people managed to make their way over here, which I'm hearing they actually didn't. Yeah, 100K gil.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
plus,
yeah, I'm pulling it up now. It's
okay.
Let's see.
And
go ahead.
No, yeah, you let me know when you find it.
Milestone tiers: 200,000 dangerous Ariana units to get 10 metal gigantors and 100,000 gil. 500,000 of them, 60 energy and 100 lapis, and then question mark to get a summon ticket. So
okay. Yeah. All right, gotcha. Plus, if you evolve her to 5-star or 6-star by the end of the event, you have 500 lapis, and that's individually distributed. Right. So, 500 lapis to level somebody up? Yeah, I'll do that. You know, I think that everybody should get down on this. Just do it.
Oh, for sure. I mean, just do it. I mean, the 500 lapis is worth it just for a little bit of grinding because you only have to get her to 5-star to get it. But I like this important note right here, Tech. Important. To be eligible for the rewards, please do not sell or fuse Dangerous Ariana until the rewards are sent to your mailbox. So they knew people would be deleting her. They were like, people are going to delete her. If you want the stuff, do not delete her yet. Wait until you get your rewards, or you're gonna get smacked. And
I wonder if that was because they knew there was a lot of salt about this publicity move, or if they had to say this in the Japanese version too. I don't know. Odd that that's there. Anyway, I don't know. So odd, so very odd. I personally would not delete her because, I mean, as a collector, getting even the joke units that they drop on us. Not that I'm saying she's a joke, just saying joke units in general. I would still hold on to them until I run out of inventory space, and then I have to figure out who's got to go. Even though I think at one point they're going to be upgrading our inventory space from 500 max to 1,000. So
on the units, they have to. They have to. They keep releasing new units. You have to. It has to go up eventually. Yeah.
So that's what's happening there. And then next week, I don't know why they decided to drop this information today instead of like.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's odd that I got words to say about all that stuff, but anyway, they are releasing the Enchanted Maze next week. So not only do you have to finish the Type 0 event, the Ariana Grande event, but now you're going to be fucking with the Enchanted Maze, which is what you really want to do.
Damn weeks where we did nothing to do. Nothing. They don't give us the maze, but this week when you literally have like 5 events, you got to take your daughter to work, you got to mow the lawn, you got grass to cut and shit. They're going to give you the maze. Like, here you go.
Yep.
Nice. Cool. This is a filler event when there's no reason to fill. Nice. Cool.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Also, I saw somebody in chat say it's 50 gil per material sold for the
50
Ariana
gil.
Materials. Real low.
50 gil. That's kind of low.
Super fucking low. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Well, how about that shit? That's crap. Well, so either way, next week is going to be chock full of all types of goodness, man. You're going to be sitting there trying to get the rest of your Phantomas if you're trying to get that 70k Moogle that you haven't got yet, if you so choose to do so. And if you haven't gotten her Awakening mats, or at least leveled her up to 100, you're probably going to want to do that. So, good luck, guys. Good luck. The grind is real. It's in full swing. Thanks for that, Gumi. Much appreciated.
Yeah, I mean, I like having stuff to do. I mean, I'm not complaining about the 2 events being together. That's not. I like that. That's fine. What I'm complaining about is they decide they're not going to give us Enchanted Maze like at all during the down weeks when we literally had nothing to farm, and then they just throw it in now. It just seems that's what I'm complaining about. It's like it seems weird.
Like just during Christmas and New Year's.
Yep.
They could have gave us Enchanted Mazes both weeks. Would have been cool, man. Or at least one of those weeks, bro. At least one. But anyway, I feel you, bro. Believe me. Their release schedules, I'm sure that they... And you know what? Let's talk about one more thing. Let's talk about one more thing that I completely forgot to put on the list here, man. Let's talk about fucking Odin.
Yeah.
Where in the fuck is Odin, man?
I don't... Dude, they did it different. They just dirty, because the JP version, his old dad was split into 2-part story, and the second part, there was Odin. So that's what we thought. Again, good be making streamers liars, but I guess that's why I need to stop myself. That's why, like, sometimes I look at JP and I'm like, I'll give you this info, and then other times I'm like, I better not, because Global is a different game. And then finally, what happened with the Jack TM, where people were like, hey man, it's good for Riku. Why are you calling it trash tier? It's good for a unit that comes out 6 months down the road. And I'm like, well, I don't want to say that and then Riku not come out or be different. And then I'm like, screw it, I'll just give JP info out. Odin's coming with this update, guys. They're like, nah, no, it's not. We're splitting the story into 3 parts instead of 2 parts like JP had. Get fucking wrecked, nerd. So yeah, that's what happened.
That is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Because I think last week we said that Odin should be here in 2 weeks, and then they gave it to us. They gave us the update a few days ago, or actually yesterday. Yesterday, right? Or was it Wednesday?
What the story? Story came out
The
on
story
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay, my
Yeah,
bad.
the
So they gave us the story on Wednesday, and then everybody's just there's no freaking Odin, man. He should have came out already. He should have came with this patch, and they were like, "Nah, we're breaking this shit up into 3 parts." Who? This must have been the interns again. I swear to God, this must have been the interns. They just don't understand. They don't understand how this works.
That's who it is.
Yeah.
It's Square
It
Enix.
probably is Square Enix. Probably
Square
is.
Enix.
I'd like to hate on them.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people want to blame Gumi for a lot of this stuff, but Square Enix has a bigger hand in a lot of it than what most people want to do credit for. Because people don't want to shit on the company that gave us all these great Final Fantasies, but they are known for their cheeky ways, huh, Tex?
Oh yeah,
Downloadable content decided it was going to show its head to us. So
yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
I was saying another thing that came out was that new trial.
Yes, the trial.
Yeah, the new
Why
trial.
did I forget about these
March
things?
of the Beast. That's okay.
March of the Beast.
And yeah, dude, March of the Beast came out. Not too hard of a trial, but definitely engaging. And when I say engaging, it means on every turn you can't just auto, you can't just click your hardest abilities and do them. There's constant thinking, constant buffing, constant healing. You got to know your opponent. You got to go in with a battle plan, and I thought that was pretty cool. It did take a long time though, especially for people who couldn't do a lot of damage. It was a long ass trial, 9 rounds.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, even for some people who do a lot of damage, you're going to be running through your MP so quickly. I know when I did it, I think it took me the first hour of the stream to finish the fight, because some of those rounds, like if you have Noctis, which, sweet Jesus, he makes this thing so much easier.
Yeah, Noctis.
If you have, yeah, he's just great. If you have Noctis, half the time you're going to be using cover to get your MP back. So you have to just sit there and auto for a couple turns to get some MP going. So I mean that alone drags the fight out even longer when you have to sit there and recover your MP, especially if you don't want to use your consumables. But the fight itself I enjoyed the shit out of it. I thought it was a nice little addition. I like rounds or multi-round fights like that. Though I don't know if I'm going to be happy, because I think later on down the road we're getting fights that take 3 hours and shit.
I'm actually kind of excited for that.
I am and I'm
Final
not.
Fantasy 12. I don't remember the name of the boss. There was supposed to be a hunt in Final Fantasy 12. It took my friend and I 12 hours or something to beat. It was so long. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that was one of those fights that I think after you set your macros up for your dudes,
you just gotta keep clicking the button, right?
Yeah, well, I just let them on auto, man. Yeah, there's something. I remember there was an auto function. You could set up the macro, and then I had the skill that if he got hit, instead of taking damage, he got healed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember that, and I had this whole thing set up. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go do other things now, and I came back and I won.
Yeah, you come back, and that's when the power went out. It's like, are you?
Yeah.
No. Why did this happen?
I've been there.
I'm kind of excited for that. And then we got Demon Mel from the trial. So
that is a very nice piece for Gilgamesh.
Very good for Greg. He loves it. He loves his new little. He's got a little cape on now. He's looking good. Yeah. He likes it.
Yeah. It's all red and shit, or was it red?
It's. I think it's a red cape or something. On
red cape. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It's good. Or if you're still using Garland, that's it's good for Garland too. That's plus 20 attack instead of plus 10. Just so you know, right? Or is it plus 15?
It's attack plus 10.
20.
Defense 55.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think. With double hand, it becomes plus 20, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, double hand makes it plus 15.
It's plus 15?
You get 50%. Yeah, you get 50%.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, 50%. All right. I'm fucking up today. I'm tired.
That's all right, man.
It was a stressful night, last night, so
yeah.
I slept 4 hours. Anyway, freaking 20. What the hell was I saying? Attack plus 10%, or 10 attack plus 10, 15 attack. Great freaking piece of equipment from the March of the March of the Beasts.
Yep.
And like I said, I like the fight. If you haven't gotten in there and you can't do it yet, I highly suggest leveling your stuff up and giving it a whirl.
Yeah, because the trial lasts forever. That trial is not for people who don't have max level characters. Be careful, because it's 35 energy. You don't want to be wasting your end game energy trying to do a trial that you probably can't do yet. So just be careful with that.
Yep.
But tell us about Arena Tech.
The Arena. Oh man, this is a great week for me.
You like it?
Oh, I love it. I love it. So This week we're getting King Smart Pots. That's well, Smart Pots in general. That's our reward for the week. Cool, in my opinion. I like Smart Pots. We're also we got special rules, man. Dark attacks out the window. Fucking yep, deuces. Noctis is still good to go. Yep. And so is Lightning, always. And that ties into the last part of it. But either way, we have no magic attack combos, so fuck your dual cast. It's gone again. Yep.
God damn it, dude.
You wanted to play your dual cast Ariana?
Why
Sorry.
are you doing this? Why? Make it something else. Like you can't use dual wield. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey.
Can you imagine if they were like, you can't use 6-star characters? Like you cannot use 6-star, but you cannot use characters that go up to 6-star. You can only use 4-star characters. How crazy would that? That'd be fun. That would be fun. If they came in and they were like, you can only use units to go up to 4-star. I ain't gonna lie. Have fun.
That would be fun.
If they were like Arena, can only use friend unit summons. Have fun. Can you imagine the teams and the fight and the meta that you could make with that? Can't use teams. Bro. I don't know. That would be fun. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent here.
No, I was just thinking, man. I made a riser that had like 300 something attack, and I was like, dude, this guy is fucking amazing. Look at him go with his 1 TM and shit, or no, 2 TMs I think he had on. It's like yes. Anyway, the bonus is for Final Fantasy 13 this week.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you got Lightning, you might want to crack her ass out, make her do some work, area blast that shit, you know. Mm-hmm. Besides that, yeah, the arenas, it's the same as always. You're just not using any. Your magic's not there, man. You just got no. You got one spell. Yeah. So I guess it's the time to use Dystopia, you know, because I don't think that's a dark attack, right? That's like non-elemental or some shit.
Oh, I think it actually is dark.
Is it dark? Well, never mind. Fuck your Dystopias.
I could be wrong. Let me check. Let's check.
Yeah, I don't remember,
Dystopia,
man.
Dark magic damage. Yeah, you can't use that. You're right. You can use the stress.
Yeah. Do things.
You're using Ultima. Let's get real. You're using Ultima.
Yeah, probably. Ultima's still there. That's true. Ultima's always there. But so what do we think about the next banner for the week, man?
All right. You want me to, okay, what I think it'll be? I think it's going to be Type 0.
I don't.
Type 0.
I don't. I don't. You know, you see damn well what's on there, man.
I see what it says.
So I'm going to say it. I think next week is going to be Final Fantasy fucking Tactics. And I think Orlando is fucking here. All right? I think all of this fucking dead shit that they did, that like this Ariana Grande thing, this no banner this week, this bullshit they did with Odin, I think this is the precursor to greatness. This is the precursor to greatness.
Yeah, well, see, here's my thought process on that. You could be correct. I'll give you 2 thought processes. One, we didn't have a banner to spend on this week, so Gumi may be like, well, we're going to release Orlando, and they're going to have money to spend because they didn't spend last week. However, it is the end of the month. Next week, most people don't get paid until like the 31st or the 1st, so they might wait the week after that to make sure you got money in your pocket. Who knows? I don't know what they're thinking. You know, they're trying to make as much money as possible off this Orlando thing because they know it's hype. If they release it during the time that Ariana's on, even if it is a week after, like Ariana's dead at that point, Orlando just takes Ariana, puts her in her place, and stands there looking all triumphant and awesome. And so yeah, I want to. I don't know. You have a lot of good points for you on this, but I'm gonna say they're gonna mess. They're not gonna do it. They're gonna do tactics, not tactics. God damn it! They're gonna do Type 0.
I really can't see Type 0, man. I don't know why. It's either I'm under the impression either we are getting a banner next week or we're getting the Type. I'm sorry, not Type 0. You got me saying that shit. We're getting the Tactics banner to next Friday on the 27th. Yes.
Okay.
Or we're getting no banner.
Okay. There's another thing we have to take into this.
Ariana Grande is still up.
Well, not that. It's like, is Tactics for Orlando, when he came out, was there a King Mog event? Because they're not going to do back-to-back King Mog events. And was the second Type 0 banner also a King Mog event? See, I don't know. These are things I don't know because I don't pay attention too much to the Japanese. Like the update schedule here, I can try to look and, you know, mix and match here. Type 0 events, and then, well, they did Type 0 events, and then they had... Oh, okay. In between, in the JP, they had the Dark Fina. Between Type. Oh no, they had Queen out before that. I think we're getting Queen. I think we're getting Queen 9.
You think 8, Queen came? Wait, Queen doesn't come out before Orlando, does she?
Yeah, and JP. It
really?
Did. Oh yeah, it came out months before. Yep.
Really?
Yep. It came out before
Really?
Zoldad Empire. It looks
Really?
like. Yeah, bro. Uh-oh. 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 You scared now, Tech?
No, I'm never scared. We are getting fucking Orlando because I'm willing it. I'm willing this shit.
Maybe.
Let's get it.
You might be right.
Nah, I mean, it's very possible. It's very possible.
I have no idea what they're gonna. That's a problem. We have no idea what they're gonna do anymore. They can do whatever the hell they want. They just mix and match and plug and play. Probably getting like freaking Dragon Quest or something. Who knows?
We could. We fucking could, man. We fucking
bro.
could. I think. I'm still thinking. I'm still leaning towards Orlando, man. I still think we're gonna get Orlando. Anyway, we'll see what happens next week. You might be right. We might get a fucking Type 0 banner. We might see Queen. Because you thought it was gonna happen. Either we were gonna have no banner this week, or we are gonna have Type 0. So you're on that Type 0 face, but I want some fucking Orlando, man. What? What? You got something? You got this face like
what about
something
Secret
might
of
happen.
Mana?
Nah, I don't believe it.
Well, I mean, was it a King Mog
Nope.
event? Do you know?
Doesn't matter. Even if it was, I don't believe it.
Fine. I'm just trying to theory craft. I'm just trying to theory craft.
Nah. So you think Secret of Mana could be next?
It could be if it's not a King Mog event. Because what I'm reading in chat is that Type 0, the second part, and Tactics, the second part, had King Mog events. So I don't know.
Why would we want? Did my PC just die? My laptop just give up on me?
I'm here with you.
I mean, I don't know what's going on here, man. Hello?
Orlando struck you down.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I got no laptop for my... Okay,
That's good.
Yeah, that's cool. Alright, anyway. We could, yeah, so Secret of Mana. Why would we even want Secret of Mana, though? Who's on the Secret of Mana banner? Who's on the Secret of Mana banner? Who's on there?
Who's on there?
Who's on there?
Randy, Prim. They're both 6 stars. Another,
okay.
I think it says Popway. Is that how you would say it?
Okay.
Popway? Goes a 5-star.
Pupway. Uh-huh. Pupway. Okay.
I guess that's how you say it. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not good at pronouncing games. You know that. But I don't know, man. Let's go to the Q&A. Let's get off of this shit. Because you and I are both going to be wrong. And they're gonna be like, by the way, now introducing Kingdom Hearts collab. Let's go. Like,
yeah,
I don't know what they're gonna
true
do.
enough. I could see that shit, actually. I could see that shit. My laptop's dead. I guess it was time, man. I guess it was time, because I've had that laptop since, like... What's up?
Zor5 said, the MOG events in JP followed this order. Type 0, Part 1. Secret of Mana. Type 0, Part 2. Final Fantasy Tactics, Part 2.
I mean, if we're following orders, yeah. But I don't believe in the orders anymore. They fucked that up like months ago.
Oh, I know.
They fucked that up.
I know.
So...
Yeah, just an idea. So...
Yeah, an idea.
We have a bunch of people in chat asking me to add them. We'll do after stream. Kappa. Just give me the 6-star units. Not like I'm pulling Orlando anyways. Yep. Seems good.
Okay.
Wooklet asked, does Gumi make the Japanese version? No, a limb. And Square Enix work on the Japanese version. The company's called a limb.
I can't. There we go. Now I can see some stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I had to pull it up on the iPad, man. Do you think this Secret of Mana banner? Question. Sure, Shay. I'll ask that right now, man. I'll ask that right now. Shay. Shay wants to know if there are any Ariana Grande fans watching this right now. Like right now. Are there?
Just type in chat.
Just go ahead. Say yes. Tell them that you're an AG fan.
Zesh brings up a good point. He says perhaps there might be random units, random unit banner bringing along 6-star Warrior of Lights, and it would be something like Dark Defenders or the Facebook banner. They just do a hodgepodge of different units. So,
well, I hope it's not like the Dark Defender banner, but yeah, okay, yeah.
Nice.
I hope it's not. I just hope that was the horror. Dwayne, really, Dwayne. Anyway,
yeah.
Let me move this over here so I don't have to look like I'm cocking over to the side here.
I think everybody's screaming about it. guess on any guess on 6-star Maxwell, like when 6-star Maxwell's coming out. I think we have to wait until the next BF collab, Brave Frontier, and I think that'll be a while because I think they'll give us Maxwell 6-star until 6-star, possibly Vargas, or we might just get Elza over again. I'm unsure, but that's going to be down the pipeline for sure.
Which I'm just looking to see if we got any good. Okay, there are a bunch of people that are apparently Ariana fans. Now, as a follow-up question, how many of you guys, and I was going to say something else, but how many y'all were playing the game before Ariana Grande was getting released? Because if I see nobody that's a new person who just got pulled over by Ariana Grande, then I would like to deem this as a failure of a market. And that's good. That's good for us, because all of you people who are fearing that we might see JB making an appearance as I don't know what the hell his name would be, something Bieber, all right? Maybe they just call him, you just want to put it out now. Yeah. Hopefully
Rick's
it's dead.
Asked, don't you think the Secret of Mana banner could be buffed when it comes to global? We got Noctis earlier, and the Secret of Mana banner kind of sucks if it comes to global as is. I mean, possibly. The way they would buff it, though, is they would just give it global exclusive abilities.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it, yeah.
Or they would
like,
give
you gotta
that
think
Popo-E guy a 6-star upgrade. That's all they can do.
Yeah. The Noctis thing was like a special event that was solely to promote Final Fantasy 15, really. You know? So it only made sense that they gave us Noctis as a special thing, but they didn't give us the other half, you know, the Kingsglaive part. So I don't think because you know that was that was per their release cycle for the Kingsglaive. So
right.
I don't know. I think the Secret of Mana guys will come and they'll be crappy because they released them too freaking late, and they'll give them some type of
it's similar. It could be similar to Type 0 because they you know, Type 0 was still came out after a long time, and in my opinion, and then they try to give these global exclusive abilities, which were still pretty good, but like they're still pretty bad at the same time. Like they just didn't make the character better than what we already have. Things like that.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like that the attack plus 20% stuff on certain characters, and the 30% on numbnuts. Great skills, man. Great skills. And if the 6-star meta wasn't real, that would be amazing for these characters. But we have 6-star characters to use. Why would we use these fucks? You know, like, I don't know.
Why do you hate Secret of Mana so much?
I don't. I actually know nothing. Look, honestly, I know nothing about Secret of Mana. I'm gonna put this out there right now. That was before my RPG playing times. I don't know about you, but I never touched Secret. I didn't even know Secret of Mana was a thing.
But it was like the way I played it was you walk into like, it wasn't a Blockbuster, but it was like a video game renting store. And I remember seeing it and I was like, ooh, that looks cool. And I rented it and played it. But that was at a time when like, I don't remember. I remember something about it, but I don't remember enough about it to know who these characters are, like Randy or anything like that. No, I don't remember that kind. You know.
Okay. Yeah. I gotcha. Yeah, I know nothing about it, man. Yeah, I really do. Joe made the best comment in the world there. What's up?
What do you say?
I just want to
Texas wants Orlando. Yeah.
I do.
But isn't there a Final Fantasy anniversary coming up at the end of the month?
Yes.
Or am I wrong on that?
I think there is. Yeah, I think there is.
So we possibly, hey, maybe we get
You want to readjust now.
maybe we get Cloud, man.
I feel like my internet's fucking up.
Oh, is it?
I feel like it.
Well, we can go ahead and cut it short so you can go do a reset or something.
No, it's cool. It's cool. We can take a couple more questions and I'll reset afterwards. It's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't, Cloud, huh?
I don't know, maybe. You gotta believe. Now they're all saying Prish because you actually want Prish. That's the
I definitely want fucking Prish. You're damn right. Everybody knows it's all about that Prish, man. Get our silver-haired monk out there tossing cures and beating people up. Oh yeah. But
what if
what's
we
up?
get the Dragon Quest banner as promotion since Dragon Quest 8 just dropped? Midnight Fang asks you.
What if we get I mean, that is a possibility. I just don't know. I honestly don't know how often they would be willing to do turnarounds where they're doing collabs like that. I mean, I know Dragon Quest is that's a Square Enix property, right? So it's very possible they could have already had that in the works. They've already finished their Ariana collab, work on it. They could drop that. I just don't know how likely it would be, and I don't know how excited I would be because I kind of dropped off Dragon Quest a long time ago, like ever since I didn't buy a 3DS and shit. Right. So, I don't know. I don't even know how excited I'd be about it. It'd be one of those things. I guess everybody who is a Dragon Quest lover would be fucking stoked, but yeah, I don't know. I would want Orlando to show up in my game sometime soon. If you feel me.
Okay, so let's let's take it off Q&A now, because most of the people are just joking about Cloud at this point. I want to ask you a question right before we end. Let's do this last thing. Okay. Because if Orlando does drop, we're not going to have a chance to talk about him next week because, he'll already be out. Do you think there's a possibility that Gumi nerfs Orlando?
No.
Me either. Nah, I don't think so either. Because they didn't, there's just no way. Orlando doesn't break the game, right? The only thing I see them nerfing that's like that, because people are like, what if they nerf Orlando? What if they change him? What if they make him worse for global? The only thing I see a possibility of being like that is Riku. And I know it sounds weird, but Riku's limit burst, the auto raise, and the fact that you can take Jax TM and other ways and exploit it to where you never die, that is breaking. That's like an exploit. That's breaking the game. Orlando's just strong as hell, dude. They're not going to nerf. I don't think so. The only reason they nerfed Noxus is because they gave him to us at a time when they had to give JP a way stronger one because the power creep was too high, and for us, Noxus was still the most OP. So yeah, I don't think they're nerfing Orlando. If they nerf Orlando, a lot of people are just going to quit the game instantly. So
yeah, I agree. I mean, I won't be one of them, but I will not be happy if they fucked up my Thunder God. I will not be happy. Yeah, I will voice my opinions. I'll make a video every week. It'll just say "fuck Gummy," and then I'll just turn the video off. You know what I mean? That would be what it is.
Hey, well met, guys, and welcome to another video. Fuck Gumi. End scene. Yep. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up.
Every week, man. But yeah, I don't know, man. I honestly don't think that they could nerf Orlando because, just looking at all the previous characters that have been released per the release schedules, they haven't fucked with any of the characters. The only one the only one they've ever messed with is Noctis, and I don't think they messed with him. They had to make 2 distinct Noctises per each game. No matter what happens, and we would love to catch up with JP. It would be beautiful to be on a release schedule where we finally catch up with them. It's just never going to happen, really. We're just going to be a little closer to them. Right. But it's always like we're going to get their hand-me-downs. So that's what we're going to get. We're going to get the Orlando that was designed. The only thing they might change on him, they might downscale his graphics a little bit because it seems like every time they put something in our game, it looks worse than I saw it originally.
Yeah.
Because Ariana she looked dope on that laptop, bro. Yeah, I saw that shit. I was like, man, she looks amazing. And then I'm like, did these fuckers really make a specific sprite version just to get her to sign on for this shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they gave us the fucking leftovers, the dumb shit. They were like, all right, now that we got her, let's go ahead and crack out the real sprites.
Here they are. Yeah.
What the fuck? Anyway.
Well, yeah, it's let's call it a good one, man. I enjoyed this week.
That.
We had a lot of talking. It was good. It was good stuff.
It was. All right. Go ahead and say bye, bro.
All right, guys. My name is Clay Cuzol. As always, I really appreciate you guys watching. You can get on my YouTube, Twitter, Twitch account. Also, I just want to say congratulations to my boy Tech over there. After some hard work, he did some push-ups. He ate a Sensu bean, and finally, he gets Twitch partnered. Let's get some hype in the chat for my boy Tech. I know that on YouTube, you guys can hype it up in the comments if you would like, but he is a Twitch partner now. Congratulations, my bro. Much deserved, and the best of luck with your Twitch streaming career, buddy.
Much appreciated, brother. Much appreciated. And if only my my internet or PC were better right now. And just for the comments, because I know people are always asking about, I should save for a PC. We do have a PC coming. It's just the motherboard. The motherboard was not functional when it arrived here. So we had to bring it. We have to send it back. Either way, it's been a pleasure. Love doing it at the Farplane. Thanks for the congrats over there, Clake. But yeah, you can check me out on my YouTube channel, my Twitch channel, Twitter, whatever. You guys have a great night, and Maki out.
Later, guys.
But all right, so what do you get into? You got another Pokemon tournament you need to go to?
Yeah, that's what I'm going. I'm gonna go. Well, tonight we're teaching people how to play, like teaching new players, and then tomorrow I have a pre-release to go to. So yeah, I'm super excited.
This guy, Pokemon.
I'm sorry, man. That's what makes me happy, man.
No, it's cool. Hey, if you love it, fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? It's this what we do this thing for, right?
Yeah. But Tech, enjoy your stream, buddy. I will talk to you on Discord later. Okay.
All right, bro.